your hop-up unit. Are you serious? There we go. Oh, sorry. This fell out again. My bad. Piece of shit. What's up, LARPerators? It's your boy Laser Viper coming at you with another review. Unfortunately, this is not going to be a fun review because this is literally, I mean, I'm even going to use the British accent. This is literally the worst gun I have ever seen. It's simply horrid.
I literally ate a hot dog.
But we'll get into that later. First of all, let's talk about my camera. I've been using a Nikon D3300 and I don't like it. The autofocus is on crack. I don't know if it's with every lens or the kit lens that the camera came with, but it autofocuses, like it refocuses even when it's in focus, so it's a mess. I've never liked it, so I'm in manual focus, but then you'll notice on some of my videos I'm out of focus because the manual focus isn't perfect on it, so I gave up 2 months ago and bought a new camera. I bought a Canon 70D, which the difference between the video on this and that is night and day. Unfortunately, the 70D, I didn't buy new, I bought used, and it's broken. Much like the shitty Airsoft gun I'm about to go over with you. I think it broke because we use a external power supply, and I think said power supply fried it. So I'm going to send it in for repair. It's going to be stupid and expensive and unfortunate and lesson learned. The point that I'm trying to make is I'm sorry that the video quality is not super awesome. I'm using my old camera. I will get my new one back when I get it back. I didn't want to stop making videos though. So let's talk about this, the Classic Army CA53. Now, if you're not familiar with the CA53 or this gun line in general by HK, this is basically, to oversimplify things, a MP5 that is chambered in 5.56. Obviously, Classic Army. Ooh, did I spit all over this thing? I got a little excited and I got a little spit. This is actually a G36 flash hider. I'm not sure if that's the case on the real one, but on this, it's just totally a G36 flash hider. Gun comes with one high cap magazine. The mags fit a little weird, like they were really not cooperating, but I took this out to play, and that's where the real trouble started. Before I rip this thing a new asshole, let's get into the construction of it. So this is a metal and polymer hybrid, very much like the real steel. Real steel. Operate hard. Very much like its real counterpart, this is a polymer trigger group and grip. And then the rest of this is metal. Then obviously does it have a name? It's like I think it does. I've always been an MP5 fan because of movies like Die Hard. I've always wanted an Airsoft MP5, but I've not been impressed with what the market has to offer. I looked at the Elite Force MP5 and it's really finicky with mags. The only mags that I could find that fit and feed were these like plasticky, really cheap feeling mags, and that bothered me. I don't know why I'm such a stickler, but I wanted metal mid caps. Couldn't find any mags that fit. It's really weird, and I hope that they address it and make it better. I really desperately want an MP5 that doesn't suck, and nobody makes one. I tried this because I thought that with a 130 round mid cap would actually suit me better. These are a little meatier. They're metal, obviously. They're proprietary. So this is a Classic Army mag and a Classic Army gun. One would think that they fit well together, but they don't. In fact, this is it, but you can see, look, it's not.
That, my friend, is totally loose butthole.
It does not stay in place. It never did. And it also never fed properly, which is super annoying. Misfeed, nothing. Smart the mag a little bit. I have to literally push the mag forward to get the thing to shoot. Now when I take my hand off, misfeed. I thought maybe it just needs to be broken in a little bit, out of the box, this is the only way I'm able to get it to shoot is by literally pushing the mag forward. The springs in the mid caps are extremely weak. When you fill them up with BBs, you know, if you got your little switch here, you can drop all your BBs out. If you do that on here, you can tell there's very weak springs inside because the BBs don't have hardly any force behind them.
This shit's weak!
I don't know if that's why it feeds in the gun so piss poorly, but needless to say, it sucks. You have a 3-position stock on this gun. It's kind of shitty. Got a little bit of wobble with the stock. It's nothing that you can't live with, but you know, just to be noted. So adjusting is just like on any, I'll tell you what though, man, it's like not super smooth.
This is the worst.
The other thing I don't like about this gun is that the paint job on it sucks balls. I'm not gonna do it because I don't want to, but you can scratch this paint off with your finger. It is so, whatever they use is just, it's complete shit. Certain people like their guns getting scratched up. They like that look and feel to it. It's not that that bothers me, but I don't want it to happen as easily as it does with this gun. I'll say this about Weetex, and I've said it forever, their paint jobs suck balls. This gun's paint job sucks balls. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see this, but even on the inside of the mag well, it's already scraped to shit just from putting the mags in. And I haven't even taken this thing out to play. I've just taken it to get chronoed. When I was able to actually get the gun to feed, it was chronoing at about 330 feet per second, which is, I mean, that's fine. But the trigger pull on this gun leaves much to be desired. Pull itself is not so good. Selector switch isn't so bad. You can hear that click. It's not the best, but it's doable. But what I want you guys to hear is I'm gonna put a 7.4 LiPo in this thing, and I just want you to hear, by the way, this pin also really sucks.
This sucks more than anything that has ever sucked before.
So I'm not gonna put the pin back in with the battery because it is such a pain in the ass. I just want you to hear the motor on this gun because I don't know about you, but to me this sounds like absolute ass. Super sluggish, right?
Whack.
So something else I noticed while I was just literally changing the battery, let's see if I can show you guys. Well, 2 things I can show you guys now. One, this screw fell out of the gun just now. It's this screw right here above, right by the handguard, this screw, it just fell on out. And then this is the magazine release. And I don't know if you can see this little metal piece here is completely broken. There's a screw, I'm assuming, that connects to this that's stripped out. So that's just lovely. That's what we're working with here. Again, the only thing I have tried to do is put a proprietary magazine into this gun, and it has broken the magazine catch. Let's put this flaming turd back together. Something else to note about the rear sight, although it looks like a standard MP5 sight, it's just for looks. All these numbered holes, they're all the same fucking size. Keep that in mind. Just for looks. Really not much else. You can change them, absolutely, but you're not gonna get anything different out of them. Your hop-up unit is like that, is the gear wheel looking thing. So I can't really speak to the range on this gun because it feeds so poorly. I think the most I was getting out of it was probably about 80 to 90 feet, but I really wasn't able to adjust the hop-up to where it needed to be. Can you do the HK slap with this? I wouldn't try it, considering how frail this thing seems to be already. All in all, this was just a really disappointing purchase. I've never owned a Classic Army gun before. Whether I pay my own money or get something to review, I will be brutally honest. That's just what I want to do. Keep in mind, whatever I say obviously is my opinion and take it with a grain of salt. But I can tell you, for playing Airsoft 3 years and purchasing miniguns, this is hands down the worst gun I've ever gotten out of the box. I'm honestly appalled that Classic Army would bring something like this to market and let it pass quality control. What are my plans with this gun? So the plans with this is, because it has been opened, I actually threw away the retail packaging. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Go ahead, tell me in the comments.
No offense, but you are a stupid asshole.
I can't return it. I can return it for repair. But I hope whoever gets this at GI looks at it and sees how absolutely crappy this is. I don't know if this is just a lemon, if I just got a bad one, or if they're all this bad, but I have a hard time believing, seeing that all of these are going to be built out of the same materials, that they're all not going to have the same weak points. So this magazine catch is total crap, and I have a feeling it's going to be that way on all of them, and fragile and break on all of them. The mag's not feeding. I got 5 additional mid caps with this gun, and they all have the same problem. So I really doubt that's going to be solvable unless GI techs want to go in and actually replace the inner springs on this to something that isn't chintzy and shitty. Even then, I don't know if that'll fix the problem with feeding. I don't know if this is a second run of a production that they used to do, but it just feels like... So unfortunately, as excited as I was about this gun, I cannot recommend it to anyone. All right, guys, it's going to wrap it up. I really don't have anything else I can say about this gun other than I'm extremely disappointed. So until next time, number 1, call your hits. Number 2, don't buy this gun. Number 3, impressionist snobs in this community are fucking embarrassing. Don't be one. Lastly, and most importantly of all, have fun. It's just a game. Laser Viper, out. I got little ice chips. Just kidding, I'm eating my teeth.